expect it. I'm sitting here right now. I'm about 185 pounds. You know, still ripped up, still like I'm in shape. You know, so I would like a 165 division. I was hoping my next fight would have been at 165, but what can I do? I take what they give me, and then after this, who knows? Maybe we'll revisit it. Maybe in Detroit. I don't know. We'll see how this thing shakes up. I think for my health and safety, I would have liked to fight at 165, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, and you mentioned Detroit. How does this fight affect your availability for Detroit?
You know, Tony's a dog. Tony's gonna bring a dog fight. I'm expecting to take some damage even after I whoop his ass. So we'll see. We'll see if I can make that quick turnaround. I've already had 4 fights in I've had like 4, maybe 5 fights in the past 12 months. So you know, I'm a very active fighter. I'm very young. I still, you know, I turn 25 next month. So I'm still able to recover very fast. So I want to come back. I want to show the folks in Detroit what's up. Either way, like I said, I'm gonna show up with 12 pounds of gold. So it really don't matter if I fight, if Khabib want to show up or not. I'll probably be there, and Khabib still won't show up. And I'm taking 3 fights in the damn time that I've been calling him out. How long I've been calling out Khabib? Since what? January? And then took 3 fights already. Come on, give me something.
Hey, one last question.
Do you think that incident with Chiesa was a blessing in disguise because it kind of got you in the natural forefront? And how disappointed you are that you're not on the Detroit card, at least as of today?
I mean, I'm not that. I mean, how can I be disappointed? Like, you know, this is what I'm asking for. Like, they asked me for the fight with Tony. I accepted right away without renegotiating the contract, without any of that. Like, I'm gonna fight the man. When he walked up on me at International Fight Week, we both knew what we was gonna fight. I texted him. I was like, I'll DM you my address right now. We can get it in. So when they showed up and they like, oh, well, we'll give you some money for it. I'm like, shit, you just tell me when and where to be. Like, I'll still be in Detroit after this.
Who in this division do you think is about that life, like yourself? Do you think we got a lot of posers, or people actually about that life?
I will give it to Tony. Tony is a dog, man. Tony can fight. And Tony like a dog fight. He poke eyes. He kick you in the nuts. He'll do whatever. Like, he'll grab the fence. Like, he really don't give a fuck. And he don't care if the ref step in or whatever. I mean, it's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be a good one, and he can take a shot. So I'm kind of looking forward to showcasing skills a little bit. That's why I was upset at Chiesa, because I didn't really get to showcase as much as I would have liked. You know, Chiesa went ahead and got up out of there real quick. So hopefully Tony can stay around and that chin hold up.
What is something that you say that? What are some things that we need to look for that we have not seen because you can't give us a little sneak peek?
Yeah, I gotta take what people give me, you know, but it's a lot more to be shown there. So you know, I think that's going to be the most exciting thing about this fight. That's why I took this fight, is to kind of showcase. And then when I go into those contract renegotiations, they'll be like, oh, this man can do it all. He ain't just about that smoke.
Just speaking over there with Tony Ferguson, and he said there was a little bit of an incident over in the Luxor early on, a few words exchanged. What happened there?
Oh, I didn't know that was an incident. I mean, I told the man what I feel. I didn't do that. Look, I'll do it right now. Where he at? I don't mean, we gonna call everything an incident? I don't know. It wasn't really no incident. He ain't had no, it was a pretty one-sided. Like, every press conference that we gonna do together, it's gonna be pretty one-sided. He ain't gonna, come on, the man can't hold a candle. He ain't that smart. Come on, you just talk to him. Like, come on, what you think?
Well, I think he's a pretty articulate guy.
I guess articulate is one way to put it.
Okay, he also said he's not sure if you're ready for what he's to bring yet. He said it's a little bit too soon for you. Just your reaction to that comment.
Yeah, I guess. You know, he's going to try his best to downplay me. He's been trying for years, but he's a fan of mine. He's been a fan of mine since we, you know, not only have we known each other before fighting, but since we fought on the same card in San Diego, when he's watching me work out and he's watching me do my thing, he's been a fan this whole time. So he's trying his best to downplay me. You know, you even saw, like, on the Fox Sports after he interviewed me, he's like, oh, you ain't ready for this and all that. But come on, he and I both know, and if he don't, he gonna find out.
Kevin, we spoke in, it was Glasgow, I believe it was, and he told me in the elevator that you weren't happy, obviously, about the Ultimate Fighter, but now this has happened. You know, this is bigger and better. You're obviously a lot happier with this.
Yeah, like I said at the top, you know, that was just gonna be fun because they was gonna pay me to talk shit, and I like doing that anyway. I'm like, shit, that's free money. Like, they gonna pay me for that, and on top of the fight,
what was the conversation?
And I get to fight Justin. Justin an easy fight. Like, I love an easy fight. I love easy money. So this fight kind of awakens the competitor out of me, because nobody's been able to figure out Tony yet, and he's you know, he's just a much better competitor. So I kind of like this fight a little bit more. But you know, the free money would have been nice too.
What were the conversations like? Because you were pretty down, and we did an interview in Glasgow as well. Was there maybe more conversations on your side, more pushing on your side after you didn't get the Ultimate Fighter?
No, not really. After a couple weeks of that, you know, I was kind of trying to, you know, like I said, I was sitting back trying to see where I was going to go with the in what direction. You know, I tried for an AD, I tried these other directions, but I think the UFC already had bigger plans for me. They already saw that I'm the future of this division, and I'm somebody that's going to really go out there and put a whooping on their boys.
Hey Kevin, when Tony was interviewing you, it seemed like he was trying to ask you a legitimate question. But you took it like he wasn't professional. What was it about his question that you just felt like, what the heck is this guy asking me?
Yeah, he's trying to downplay me, you know. Which I kind of took offense to, because I always showed Tony love. Like we came from the same college. I was going through college as he was going through tough, and I showed him love the whole time. And he's a fan of mine, you know what I mean? So so for him to downplay me and say, I think he said like he has to try to DDT me or something, like, you know.
And you said something about that's a wrestling move?
It's like. All right, I understand that he's a weirdo and he's not that smart, but just think about physics. If you got your feet in the air, you can't really slam a dude. Like, I mean, I'm not really a math teacher or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, so for him to downplay me and, you know, say all that, like, I just wasn't going to have it. Like, it ain't going to be no disrespect without retaliation, so I'm going to give it back to him. Just
was there something before that you already felt like he was coming at you with that question?
Yeah, I mean, he had wrote like a little piece, or he did like, you know, they had him do the pre-fight thing, and he was saying that I only train over at Mayweather's gym doing boxing, you know, that I stopped doing my wrestling or whatever he was saying. I don't know, you know, I just, to me, I think if you, and he was saying that there was no reporter role, but the dude sitting up there with a tie and an earpiece in, like, what the fuck are you doing then? And get off the stage, like, and, you know, let somebody else do their job. And that was the only point that I was getting across. You know, I mean, the man really ain't that smart. If it was me, he sound worse than what's my man, Shannon Sharp, and they talking about the sumo wrestling and shit. Like, I'm expecting something like that to come up out of his mouth anytime soon.
So now that the fight is here, how do you see it playing out when you're in the octagon with him?
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Tony. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Tony. Tony can take a shot. I'm gonna beat the fuck. I like to give shots. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Tony.
Do you see it submitting him, knocking him out? How do you see beating the shit out of him? A little bit of everything?
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Tony. That's about it. I'm gonna beat the hell out. I'm gonna beat him from pillar to post. Look, y'all just, you know, the folks don't really know. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of Tony.
And one last question for me. You and Tony both have been wanting to fight Khabib. He almost had a fight, didn't happen. Is this guy ever going to get in the octagon with one of you guys? What do you think?
Nah. I think he's going to try and sit out for as long as he can until, you know, I mean, he's a bitch. I mean, what can I expect? I mean, he's going to do bitch shit. Like, so, no, of course not. He ain't going, no time soon. After this one, I'm telling him to show up in Detroit. Like, even after this one, like, I'll do this one. I'll defend the title against him in Detroit, and then I'll really make the money fight happen with Conor. So, you know, I'm calling him out now. I still got a fight coming up. I bet you he still don't show up.
O pessoal chegou aqui, presidente Dana White, que a gente estava esperando. Estamos ao vivo porque estamos na sede do UFC nessa semana de Mayweather. O UFC fez um evento especial com os protagonistas do UFC 215 e do UFC 206. Presidente.
What can we get that shirt at, Dana? What can we get that shirt at?
Com a sua camisa, McGregor Boxing Club. Primeiro se encarando para o Ferguson e Kevin Lee. Então, o cinturão interino dos leves no UFC 216. Então, os campeonatos
You can go ahead and keep saying that. Anytime any person's ever said that shit about me. Hey, go ahead, dude. We don't know. You are a quitter. You got knocked out by a black belt.
Alright, well, we gonna know.
You got knocked out by horsemanship. You know what I did with Aaron Riley's jaw?
Alright.
You're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
October 7th.
Oh, yeah.
Stop you? Yeah, you. I try to praise you. I try to give you a little bit of props. You're a fucking punk. You're a punk. I'm gonna humble your ass on October 7th.
I'm a fucking tired.